Okay, so now to get rid of this, before you can multiply it away, what we have to do is I want to simplify. So what does root negative 7 simplify to be? I root 7. Now, how do you think I get rid of an I root 7?
Multiply by I root 7.
You multiply by I root 7, exactly like we did yesterday. Okay, if you want to get rid of something in the bottom, we want to create a pair of them. Okay, so if you multiply on the top, we get 3I root 7 over what? Pair of 7s and i's. So this is 7I squared. The I squared becomes negative 1. So your answer, I want you to write it as 3I root 7 over negative 7. Okay, 3I root 7 over negative 7. There's not a rule about having negatives in the bottom. Oh, there was a question that we did today that it was just divided by a negative 1. That doesn't really make sense. To have just over a negative 1.
No, because remember when we would have to like move it to the top? Oh, that's that's the exit for you. I feel like that when you have like a lot of letters, and so like you have to.
Oh, that's a negative exponent. Negative exponents you can't have. Okay, you can have answers with negative exponents. These are negative numbers.
So then, just like that example that you showed us, negative, like to where it's negative.
This one? You can, this negative, hey, listen guys, that's a good question. Is it okay to have that negative on the bottom? That's fine, okay? But that could also be written as negative 3I root 7 over 7. That's the same thing. Or just a negative on the side, 3I root 7 over 7. So the negative can be on the top, the side, or the bottom. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Okay, trying to the end for number 9. Again, I want no radicals and no i's in the denominator. Hey, you guys need to quiet down, okay? Stop, please. How about 4 over I? 4 over I. I want you to simplify 4 over I. Stop. Hey, anytime you have an I in the denominator, to get rid of it, you're going to multiply by I over I. Okay, I'm going to get rid of it in the denominator. So that would give you 4I over I squared. We said I squared was a negative 1. Now, it doesn't really make sense to write 4I over negative 1. Okay, in that case, you don't want to leave the negative in the bottom because it just doesn't make any sense. So that we would simplify to be negative 4I. Okay, did you guys follow that? Anyone have a question on how I did that? Okay, and let's do one more. Example 10, last one. Okay, 2 root negative 7 plus 3 root negative 7. 2 root negative 7 plus 3 root negative 7. Anytime that you have a negative underneath a radical, the first step you have to take is to move it. Okay, so you need to get rid of that. You need to simplify, take out an I. So 2 root negative 7 actually is 2I root 7. Okay, take out the I. Plus 3 root negative 7 is 3I root 7. Then since these are common terms, okay, these are like terms, you can add them together. Okay, so what's 2I plus 3I? 5I. Do not multiply them. 5I root 7. Do not multiply them though. Okay, that does not become an I squared. Just 5I root 7. Okay? Make sure that you remember that I is just an imaginary number. Okay, I stands for imaginary numbers. Okay, so just so we're clear on that. And then you also need to know that reals, okay, so real numbers and I, so if you have a combination of a real and an I, that is what's considered a complex number. Okay, so So know that I's stand for imaginary numbers, reals and an I, so like a whole number or even a radical and an I, okay? If you have them together, they're considered a complex number.
So
Okay?
Complex equation.
This is a complex equation. No, this is a complex expression because they don't actually have equal signs in them. Okay? Homework is going to be worksheet 2, and you guys are doing numbers 1 through 30. Okay? Starting on this unit, you are actually using your green books. Okay? You're actually using your worksheet books. I know most of you probably don't have it today, so I will put it up here. But starting on this unit, you are using the green worksheet books. Okay? But do not write in them. Okay? Please do not write in them. They have to be turned in at the end of the year. Okay?